I've just been to the test and it went through. Not a single remark. It's all legal. Not barely, but fully legal now. Here she is. Fully legal state.
Take it out for a blast.
Yeah.
So we're done?
We're done, it's legal.
Ooh, she's legal. She's legal.
It is a legal bike.
Nice.
So
I think it is worth maybe just recapping what's been done, what's not been done. Because in the beginning there were some things we were gonna do, which we didn't end up doing. But maybe we can just run through that. I don't know, maybe we take this from the front to the back and just kind of what we've done.
So in the front, we started trying to put some blinkers on. But then we found out that we couldn't find the right connection points, and we kind of scrapped that because it's not required of an old bike like this. The bike is almost 40 years old now. So we ended up not putting any blinkers on, but we did do new headlight and some adjustments to that.
And it was new bulb, wasn't it?
Yeah,
we didn't change the headlight.
And it was an old style bulb that was quite hard to find actually. But
yeah.
I finally found it, and then it was easy to replace.
Yay internet for everything you ever wanted.
Yeah. And then of course we had to put some fenders on, and I cut this from like more.
You had a larger, more stock.
Stock part that you needed to customize to make it fit, but that was pretty straightforward, and it turned out really nicely.
Yeah, it looks good.
It's really snug to the tire, maybe a little bit too tight, but it clears the whole thing at least. Yeah, no problem. And then we did brake bleeding. The rear brake hasn't been working for 3 years, so now I'm getting I need to get used to using the rear brake again.
Actually having a brake. Welcome to the world of brakes.
It's lovely. So we bled the brake, and it was much easier than on your bike. It was just opening up the nipple, putting some new fluid in, and then pumping a couple times.
Yeah, I mean, I think you did the... Because I've had a few comments from people when they saw the video of me doing the brakes on mine, that like, there's quicker ways. And there's definitely quicker ways. I think for the video we did it kind of the long way around on my bike, but you did like the more time-saving kind of shortcut, and it works. It's fine. It's great.
I think it took 10 minutes to do it. And then of course the exhaust was one thing. Just getting a new exhaust, making it fit to this very large pipe
with the paste.
On the bike. Yeah, using some paste to make it fit snugly. Let's see, you can still see a little bit of the paste.
Mike's favorite part of the bike, the paste.
I need to polish off.
But in the last video when we put it on, it had the DB killer. Now it does not have the DB killer.
No.
Okay.
So I pulled the DB killer out, gained a couple of horsepowers, and runs really good, great sound. That was a great buy, that exhaust from Exo exhaust. It was pretty cheap. It's really short, and it does a great job when the DB killer is in. I mean, the guy at the test, he needs to make sure it's below, I think, 100 dB.
Yes, yes.
And there was not even a comment around it, and he just let it straight through.
Cool. This is probably where we'll cut to a shot to hear this.
Let's see what the difference is when I pull the dB killer out. That's what I'm talking about.
Rear end.
A rear end. So we had some issues here with the end of the pipes. There were some strange laws in Denmark saying that you can cut the pipes, the frame, but you cannot weld stuff onto the frame afterwards. And I did have a loop across here,
Yep.
which makes a lot of sense because it will make it stiffer, but you're not allowed to weld.
But
So
you
I
could
had to
have
cut
it, but
off.
you would have to go get it checked in Copenhagen or something, like
Yeah.
structural testing, and that's
Yeah.
just a massive
So
pain in the
if
ass.
you do welding, you need to do it specifically according to some rules, and then you need to get it tested, which would have been about $1,000 just to do the test. So, but then I found the loophole that if I cut it off again, then I'm good. So that's what we did. So
We cut it off.
Maybe I'll weld it back on again. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll find another way of finishing these pipe
ends. Yeah.
And back here, of course, this was a rather big change as well, because I had the license plate mounted on the side, and that's not legal in Denmark.
Nope.
So the solutions was either put it up here, but that wouldn't actually work because it would be at such an angle
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
it wouldn't be legal. So I bought this custom part that mounts to the hub of the wheel, and it actually works really nicely. And
Yeah, we just mocked up some cabling to run
yeah,
to the light.
and I pulled the cables underneath, so almost invisible. And then I used the old rear light that I had up here before.
Yeah.
And then I took a piece of the front fender that I had as a leftover and made a small back fender, because there's a rule that you need a fender, but it doesn't state how big the fender is.
So this is essentially kind of an offcut that you've shaped up, and
Yep.
I think it looks really cool.
Yeah, it does the job. I think that's all the stuff that we did.
Well done, man.
Yeah, super happy about it. I was super nervous at the the testing. I don't think I've been that nervous in a long time. That was hilarious, actually. But it went through, not a single comment. And now it's gonna state in the papers that all these things that I've customized, they're now legal. So free to sell or to import to Sweden, which is great. That was
Awesome.
the whole point. Cool. Thank you so much for putting me on the internet, Nick.
The internet loves you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're done.